All right, guys, welcome back to Relegation Battle. Very interesting week of football, so let's get into it. Sort of the United game. I think it was the first game of the weekend as well. So, Jack, after losing to Arsenal and Istanbul, you've come back and you've beaten Everton now. The team now is doing well. There was a few controversial points in the game with the Maguire penalty incident, but what was your overall thought of the game?
I thought he played quite well. I mean, they scored fairly early on. When I was watching, I was like, "Oh, not again! Not one of these games." But to be fair, since when that goal went in, we played much better. I thought we were a better side in both first and second half. I mean, thoroughly deserved a 3-1 win.
Yeah, and then, it's the second time now Pickford this season has been involved with a interesting penalty decision, shall we say. What did you think of it? Was it a clear penalty for you?
Clear as day. He's dropped the ball and he's gone in. Both Pickford and Coleman has gone to kick Maguire back and front. I don't know how that's not a penalty.
Yeah, there's something dodgy going on with Pickford, the FA, going to Pickford England consistently, man. There's something wrong there. But like I said, good win for you. And what do you make of Bruno's performance now? Like I said, the last two games weren't great for you guys, but now he's come back. Well, we don't know I don't know if he's been giving the second goal with Rashford. Or the one
Yeah,
that
he
came
did.
from
Rashford
Rashford.
didn't touch it. He got that goal.
All right. So yeah, what did you make of his performance then?
I thought he was brilliant again. I mean, whenever we played good, he's at the heart of it. You know, and again, whenever we play bad, he's still trying to do things. So I mean, when he's playing bad, they don't come off, but he's still trying, and he's the only one that's actually putting in effort. But I thought against Everton, he was brilliant. 2 goals and assist.
Yeah, fair enough. Much needed win for you guys there. Then Chelsea as well, Ty. Another good win for you guys after not shaky start, but not the start you guys wanted. McGoldrick somehow scoring again against you guys. Seems to love to do it. And then you guys just seem to turn up after that. Ziyech influential again. What do you think of the game and Ziyech?
To be fair, the start of it did surprise me a bit because I didn't expect. Well, actually, it surprised me a little bit. I expected Sheffield to challenge us because of how they were last season, but I didn't expect them to put us under that much pressure. And then, to be fair, the way they worked that corner and their set piece was pretty good. At the time, I was angry at Kovacic because I thought he didn't press out enough to try and stop the cross. But then, to be fair, after I watched it again, it was a well-worked goal. And then after that, I think that was basically a wake-up call because I think at the start of the game we were a bit complacent, but then after that goal, obviously Ziyech came into the game more. Guys like Chilwell and Reece James linking up. So, and then obviously when Ziyech just started pulling the strings, then Sheffield couldn't really handle us, to be fair, and another good result.
Yeah, how good is it to see you guys not just beating the smaller teams, but beating them a bit more convincingly as well?
It's much different to last season. I think if that was last season, I think we would have lost that game 3-0 again, like we did when we played Sheffield United away last season. But then obviously now that we've added quality like Ziyech and guys like Werner and stuff like that, and we've made the defence better, it's obviously made us look a lot better. And then when we play Spurs, that's going to be the real test to see where we're at and how much we've improved.
Yeah, well, I don't know how long Pulisic is out for, but right now you have Werner on the left and Tammy up top, both scoring goals. Say Pulisic just come back, which one of them starts for you?
I'd still go with Werner and Abraham based on form. Because I think Tammy's basically played his way into the team, and the way he links up with players like Ziyech and Werner, I think because obviously where we've brought in better players now, Tammy's starting to look better as well. So I think Pulisic's got to work hard to get back into the team. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough. And then Tom, we'll go to you as well. A good win for Spurs. I didn't get to watch the game, unfortunately, but Kane again scoring, I think, 150 Premier League goals now, third fastest to the total. What was your thoughts on the game?
It was a shit game, really. First half we were dreadful. I don't want to say it was just us being dreadful because I've got to give West Brom praise. I thought they actually played well. They defensively, they were very good. I was quite impressed with their right back because his output was pretty good. They missed a sitter in the first half, but it came from his cross. It was a brilliant cross, and that's Sami Ajayi. I don't know how you say his name, but he was very solid. Like very solid. Didn't really have too many opportunities. Son messed up. He didn't have a good game once again. That's like 2 in a row. But it's the fact that if you're to be like the champions of the league, you have to win these games where no matter how bad you're playing, you could be the worst team on the pitch. You still find a way to get the points because it ain't easy being the best team. It's just not how good you are. Won't be a check anyway. The fact that I haven't played against getting these results in. I remember when Leicester won the league, and I'll be gutted was they deserved to get something out of the game. To be honest.
Yeah, well, you got like you say, you did get the win. Got a tough run of games coming up now. I'm not really sure which order they're in, but a lot of big 6 teams in there. How do you see it going to be? Because you've got a couple of Europa League games in there as well.
Yeah. I don't. This is it. This is where I think we've got City next, then Arsenal and Chelsea. That's 9 points. We got to get 6 out of 9, in my opinion. We got to beat 2 of them. I'm confident we will beat one of them. Don't know which one, to be honest. I never do know.
Chelsea.
We got a decent record against City, to be fair. We ain't got that great of a record against Chelsea. It's all right. Our Arsenal record is like...
Is that game home or away?
50, really. That
Arsenal.
game... Well, Arsenal are we at home?
Yeah.
That means the Chelsea game's going to be away then because we're at home. Surely we ain't going to have 3 homes.
No.
And then even after that, we got Palace, but then we got Liverpool straight after, and then Leicester. So, this is a time. Like I said, I don't really care, to be honest, because I play everyone at some point, and obviously to be the best, you got to beat them. So, I'm confident in my team. I see him progress now. Let's see how well we do against big teams, but City's first. The thing is, City, it's not the City from like what 5 years ago, 4 years ago. It used to be so good, and then we were just crap. But now we're improving, and they're always improving, but they still got frailties.
Yeah, they're still gone up from like last season.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't think they're great. And then, to be honest, they're losing a bit up front, especially when they ain't got Aguero. It's just not the same. And De Bruyne been in good form. Knowing him, he'll turn up again. But rather De Bruyne not in form than in form. So I'm hopeful that we'll get.
I think that England game is going to get cancelled. One of them.
No, it's not getting cancelled. It's being moved to a different country. Against Denmark, because the UK have banned travel from the UK to Denmark.
Give me 1 second.
So they're banning. It was going to be called off, but now.
Good win for them. And then other games in the weekend. Well, I guess we have to talk about Liverpool City as well. 1-1 draws. First half, Liverpool. We came out with different formation. They saw 4 attackers. Salah, Mane was starting, and Jota as well, with being good form. And that sort of caught City off guard. Got a lot of pressure on them. But it was still an entering game. So I think we all agreed that the penalty was a penalty. Like, the as in the Walker incident. But what do you guys think of the challenge in the build-up on Sterling? Was it a foul for you guys? Should it be disallowed?
I don't know if it was. I think it was when I was watching it. I was thinking that's a foul, and still personally, I do think it's a foul. But where's the cut-off point? You know, I think when they were showing it later on in the game, I think they said 40, 45 seconds between that foul and the goal. Like, where do you cut off? So I think it was a foul, but whether to get it disallowed, I'm not sure because I don't know where, like I said, the cut-off point is of how long it has to be.
I think if you think it's a foul, I can't actually remember the tackle. I just remember Man City going nuts about it.
It was like an elbow in the back, pushing him over a little bit.
If you think it is a foul, then it's got to go back, in my opinion, no matter how long it is. As long as the ball hasn't gone out of play, which I'm pretty sure was the rule in the first place. As long as the ball hasn't gone out of play, then it should look at it. So
they did look at it, but they didn't see anything wrong with
it. If it was a penalty. Right, so...
They just didn't think it was, but personally, I thought it was a foul.
Yeah.
Because he didn't go down. That's what it is.
Yeah, it took ages.
Yeah. Again, that's why they go down easily, and then we criticise them for saying that. But the other decision was the handball one against Joe Gomez. It's a difficult one because he can't really run with your hand behind your back.
It's
at the same time, if his hand's not there, it's going into the striker's feet in it.
That's a stonewall penalty.
And even if some people think it wasn't, you had to give that because of what happened in the earlier game. The exact same thing happened to Wolves.
Got to be consistent.
So they had to give it. I know they haven't been consistent sometimes, but same day he's had to give that. And I thought that the Joe Gomez was more of a penalty than the Wolves.
Yeah, it's a tough one on Gomez because you can't run with your hand behind your back. But if his hand's not there, it is going to the City striker. So it is a penalty in my opinion. But that wasn't the only weird decision of the weekend. The offside rule again, taking focus to Patrick Bamford now. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he's essentially just pointing to where he wants the ball. I don't know if he's actually offside or not because it's his arm that's straying away. But what do you guys think of that? I mean, I think Leeds have spoken to the FA about more clarity with the rule as well.
Yeah, well, so what I understand is the rule is now, last season it was any part of the body, but now it is anywhere below the sleeve is handball. So you can score with this bit, even though it's still technically your arm.
Yeah, so that's why. So they're using the shirt to sort of coordinate the rules to make it easier for them.
And then the lines were here on his sleeve, which technically is his arm, but with the new rule, you can't score with that. So although it's really picky, with the new laws, it's offside.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, in the end, it was a good win for Palace as well. 4-1, I believe. Eze scoring some nice goals. Good goal and assist as well, I believe. Yeah, very good free kick. Good win for them. Trying to think. Oh yeah, Fulham, West Ham. A late goal from Thomas Tuchek, and then Lookman.
Oh my god!
It's tough on him as a youngster, but I mean, you can't. You have to have complete confidence to do that, and it wasn't even down the middle. It was to the side.
Yeah, he's still young.
I remember when he played for Everton.
No, he's not 20.
Yeah, didn't he play for Everton 18?
I remember he scored against
20,
City.
Jack.
He's definitely
young. I reckon he's 22.
Oh, he's quite young.
23.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it, you have to do it right. You know, it's just 98th minute penalty. I mean,
you just got
could be a huge win for Fulham. Lost as well. You never know how the end of the season will pan out. So I don't think Scott Parker will be too happy with him. Then let's talk about the game. I don't want to talk about Aston Villa.
We are going to talk about it.
Thrashing Arsenal, to be honest. I mean, like I said a few weeks ago as well, when I think it was Spurs played United, it's hard to say one team played so well without saying the other team played so bad. But let's start with Arsenal and how bad we played. So for me, Arteta did get it wrong. We know Grealish is a threat. Before that game, I think it was 4 goals, 4 assists in the season. So in my head, you think, all right, cool. or get Bellerin and the winger to double up on him. Instead, Willian was up forward, Bellerin would join him, and then would leave Rob Holding to deal with everyone. And Holding's good, but he's not good enough to deal with like 3 different attackers, is he? So that was the first one for me. I think Partey went off injured, which is acceptable, but for me, I said it last week as well, I don't trust Elneny. He can perform like that as well as much as he wants, but I don't trust him, and I feel like I've been proven right here. I don't know why Xhaka's been dropped, but I think it's a bit unfair on him. He's playing Europa League now. I think that's where Elneny should be, not Xhaka. But then...
And then he should have been sold like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he's good enough for Europa, in my opinion, but for me, the biggest problem again was Aubameyang just not getting the chances. Instead, he's creating them.
You need to drop Lacazette. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, I've been trying to defend him, but I think it's time for him just go,
He's
man.
so bad.
There's a great headache chance in the first half, but you just see Aubameyang putting 3 crosses, but in reality, he should be in the end of them.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest problem for us, because we know he can finish those kind of chances, and it's costing us goals, unfortunately. Hopefully now the Partey injury isn't too bad, but we haven't gone to Villa yet, but what do you think the main downfall of Arsenal was last night for you guys?
The formation.
Team selection.
You played 3 at the back against us, which is fair enough, but the game before that, against, I can't remember who you played like 4. You should have gone back to the 4 against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I know Aston Villa have had a good start and they're a well-drilled team this season.
Don't give them too much respect.
You got the quality. You gave them too much, like Tom said. You got the quality to play. Like you said, Bellerin playing at fullback with Willian. Willian can drop back to double Grealish. But if a wing back, Bellerin's going to be so high. And like you said, Rob Holding had the job of 3 players. So there, I think the fault there. And yeah, they're just like too safe, because I've seen that first goal when it was down the left, you had all 10 players in the box, in your own box. So it was just, I think he got it really wrong, really, really wrong. Formation, tactics, selection, team selection. I don't know why you don't start Pepe. He may not.
Willian's better. Yeah.
No, he's not.
Maybe he's not completely used to the league yet, but me and Tom were speaking about it the other day.
He's got
so much
potential, man.
He does things
just
on the ball.
keep
Like, how does he
using
get
him.
out of there?
Yeah, that's the thing. That we had a cup game against Leicester, which is his first game, and he was dreadful in that. But now in the Europa League, 3 games we've had, he's been really good. So that's why I thought, okay, maybe we'll start now. He had another good game against, who was it? Molde on Thursday. So I thought, okay, maybe now, but who knows? But like you said, the team selection formation was wrong. I feel like Arteta hasn't got that wrong a lot, so fair enough. But he's come out in his press conference and said he's going to reassess it with the international break, which is what I want to hear, to be honest. Like, he's still a young manager, so if he learns from this, I'm happy. But if the Leeds game's similar selection, then I think you have to question it a lot. Then we do go on to Villa's side. I mean, how good were they as a team? I think their first goal was the disallowed one by McGinn was a bit unlucky.
Yeah, but keeper's never saving that, but it was in the vision.
But I think you have to give it because of the consistency thing again, because when we played Leicester, it was a Lacazette goal like that.
Yeah.
But then they scored again. Ollie Watkins then quick double in the second half as well. I mean, how good were they as a team as well?
There was that one goal where it was ridiculous passing play, and they took their time, they messed about with you and your Arsenal.
It was that first one.
No, it was a disgusting goal. They were just absolutely smashing you up.
Ross Barkley's assist. Bloody hell.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Whereas he's never ever done that in his life. Yeah.
He has got ability. That's the thing with Barkley. I feel like this is a very good move for him to restart his career, because he had them glimpses at Everton. Nah, I think he's better at a club like that.
Yeah,
I don't know why we signed him in the first
top
place.
6.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Villa was brilliant yesterday.
Yeah, I feel like defensively as well, Mings is just too strong for us, and we put in too many crosses, and he can't do that against these kind of teams. And when we had Giroud, it was fine because he could win headers for us, but he's not doing anything in the air like that, is he? So Martinez is really good at coming for crosses as well, and that's how they got the third goal. He came for the cross and they started a counter-attack. Fair play
He's
to
on the
them.
right keeper.
Yeah, I'm happy with Leno. I don't think Leno could have done anything for the
Yeah,
goals.
Leno's a good keeper.
Leno is like, I'll say he's not the best with his feet, but when it comes to shot stopping, he is one of the best in the league. So
He's like a Hugo Lloris. Just don't go with your feet.
yeah, but it's a hard one to take. But like I say, I haven't felt like this in a while, which is unless the lead, we have a tough game as well. Not as hard as Tottenham, but we've got Leeds, Wolves, Spurs away, and a couple more after that as well. So it's gonna be an interesting run for us. Then. Yeah, so we talked about it in a bit. So England do have a couple of games coming up. So I think it's meant to be 3, but it might be 2 now because of the Iceland fixture being. What I've seen is that we might have just forfeit the game because of the Denmark. What do you call it? Isolation. So when we come back from Denmark, I think we have to self-isolate. I think that's the rule, which means that we would have to miss the Iceland game.
I've seen just before I came on this, I've seen that apparently they're about to announce that they're hosting it in a different country. So if that's the case, then obviously it won't get called off. But if that isn't the case, then you might be right. We may have to forfeit because it'll be us that won't be going there.
Is it a Nations League game or is it a friendly?
Nations.
So what's the point? That's a joke.
Here's the thing though, say if we go to Denmark and we do come back anyway, wouldn't that mean all these England players missed a Premier League game when they come back?
Yeah, they would have to isolate for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it make sense to just forfeit the Denmark game and play the Iceland one?
Bro, if Harry Kane has to isolate, I'm actually going to be so pissed off.
To be fair, I don't know why I'm laughing. Chilwell and Reece James would have to as well. So.
Oh yeah, because that's bigger than mine.
There it is, because of our defence, but yeah.
No, it's not.
I mean, I don't think we already care if we forfeit a Nations League game, to be honest.
I couldn't give a shit about international, if I'm honest. I don't even watch them. I literally do not watch them unless it's like Euros or World Cup.
Yeah, but I mean, it's good for Iceland, I guess, because they can get 6 free points from it. Because I think Denmark might do forfeit a game as well, so it could be good for them. But yeah, England's team was selected pretty much same as always, unfortunately. But the striking option is a bit weird because for me, I thought either Patrick Bamford or Callum Wilson would have been included for how they've been scoring. And even from our perspective, I don't think Maitland-Niles should have been called up because since the last one, he's only played 1 Europa League game.
Yeah.
And for me, England call-up is meant to be something you have to work for, not something you just get. So I was a bit disappointed to see no Bamford, no Callum Wilson, not these players that have been doing well, So I mean, what do you guys think about it? We talk about it every international break now.
It's like what you're going to get with you know what you're going to get with the selection. You might get a few
but you've got to be a bit realistic.
Yeah, obviously, I'm not saying.
I would never put Bamford in an England squad because what you've got to think about is, as much as it comes to form, you're not going to choose him for the Euros, are you? And that's what these are. We're prepping for the big competitions like Euros and World Cup. So there's no point even doing the Bamford one.
Yeah, Trent did get picked, but obviously he got injured in the game.
That's what I was thinking.
But here's the thing, I don't understand. We already have such congested fixtures as well, and there's meant to be 3 fixtures for us this break, which are why I expected something like Bamford or Wilson just to have more rotation rather than injure someone over a break unnecessarily. So it doesn't make sense why we have another 3 fixtures as well. We have Champions League or Europa League every single week.
Yeah.
Premier League every week, a cup competition as well. It makes no sense to me. And then I guess that leads on to Ole's point about fixture congestion United as well, because you guys had to play on Wednesday, come back from Turkey, play on early Saturday. And we saw Pep and Klopp as well talk about how we're the only team, well, not team, league in Europe that doesn't have 5 subs, whereas everyone else is.
Yeah.
The players just seem more protected, to be fair.
Now you start to see more muscle injuries and overuse injuries because
there's a lot of injuries going on. So it's not really good. The amount of players who went down in the City Liverpool game alone. They weren't hard challenges, a lot of them. They were quite soft, but players just seem a bit weaker,
They
I
wanna
guess, to
rest.
be honest.
Yeah.
Overworked.
They want to rest.
It's a strain on their muscles. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's not really good enough in their film. They're not really talking about it. So, yeah, like I said, I don't really know what's going on there. But elsewhere, Real Madrid lost 4-1 yesterday. I think I saw Carlos Soler scored 3 penalties against them.
Yeah.
Normally, it's Madrid getting the penalties in that
And
league
an
as
own
well.
goal.
Yeah, I think Valverde's out for a while now as well because he had a bone broken in the leg somewhere. I can't remember where, but so it's not good for him because he had a good start to the season. Ansu Fati is injured as well now, unfortunately. I think until January, February he's out for.
Yeah,
So
3
not good.
months.
Yeah, Kimmich is out for 3 months as well. He got injured in the Dortmund game, which Bayern won 3-2.
Jesus.
3-2, yeah, 3-2. Sané doing well. Lewandowski again. Should have got a
Man
hat-trick.
United are going to win the Champions League.
I mean, Alphonso Davies got injured as well until January, yeah. So
Oh,
there's a lot
yeah.
of injuries everywhere, unfortunately, which is not good for watching. But yeah, international breaks not going to be interesting, but we have to watch it anyway. But yeah, that's all for this week, guys. See you next time. Have a nice.
Before I think it's time to talk. I think it's time we sit